Welcome to the Singers with Wings experience.
Wings, fly with me, won't you?
Peace. What's good, guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. WrestleMania is in 48 hours. And I am not at all excited outside of four things. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. AJ Styles versus Edge. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. Potentially, but more than likely it will happen. And the KO show featuring Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Outside of that, I don't give one single fuck about this show. Most of this card is nothing more than a glorified Raw or SmackDown house show. And if you want to really be honest, you can put most of these matches on a random episode of Raw and SmackDown. Because it's just that awful. It's that fucking awful. And this is going to serve as a true test because they're going to have both nights of WrestleMania at full capacity. It's not going to be like it was last year where it was to limited capacity. This year it's going to be balls to the walls. And they're not going to be able to pack 100,000 in that stadium. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And it is what it is. They have no one to blame but themselves. No one to blame but themselves. So, we're going to go ahead and go over this card. As always, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below if you feel the need to. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to kick it off with night one. So, this is the card for WrestleMania 38, night one, as it stands currently. I don't think anything will change at all, period. Even though tomorrow is the go-home show for Mania. That being WrestleMania SmackDown, which is going to be an utter shit show. But let's run on the card. So, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, basically the New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. The New Day will win, obviously. Who gives a shit? This is just a waste of fucking time. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. Drew McIntyre, I do think that Madcap Moss, or aka Riddick Moss, will cost McIntyre, thus starting their feud, because we've seen a bunch of dissension within the past few weeks. So it does make sense. So I do think that McIntyre will win. Who gives a shit? That's a waste of time as well. It's just a waste of time. Moving on. The Mysterios versus Miz and Logan Paul. Miz and Logan Paul. Once again, this is just filler. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Moving on. The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Obviously, the Usos. This is just pathetic. Then we have the Raw Women's Championship match featuring Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is going to win. Who gives a shit? Just merge the fucking division. Just merge the women's division. Just merge it. Just merge it. Oh my god. Moving on. The Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler versus Carmella and Queen Zelina. Obviously, Banks and Naomi are going to win. Who cares? This is just fucking worthless. Who cares? Then we have Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. The worst thing on the card. I wouldn't be shocked if this either opens the show or we see this in the middle of the show. We probably will end up seeing this in the middle of the show. The same thing with Becky and Bianca. Ronda's going to win. I mean, who really cares? Who really cares? This has been one of the worst builds for a minute. Like, it's just awful. Like, what the fuck are they fighting over? What are they fighting over? What is this feud about? Well, seriously, what is it about? Why do they have heat? It just doesn't make any sense. Then we have Seth Rollins versus a mystery opponent, which more than likely is going to be Cody Rhodes. I do think that he will be introduced by both Shane McMahon and Vince McMahon. They both are going to introduce him. I do think that we're going to see Vince come out first, and then we'll have Shane's music. It'll hit. The crowd will boo, and then hopefully Shane will have on a suit and tie and everything else. And they both introduced Cody Rhodes. And so I do think when that happens, the crowd's going to pop kind of heavy. And I think this does serve as a test to see, how they treat and book Cody. I do think he will show up. And I do think that we will see Cody Rhodes. The first thing that we see on the Raw after Mania will be Cody Rhodes. That's what they need to do. Allow this man to cut it like a good 15-minute promo, and we're good to go. And hopefully that they don't change anything, with Cody. Let Cody be Cody. Let him be Cody. Let him be one of those select few guys that get to cut really good promos and shit like that. Let him be how he was in AEW. Moving on, the final segment or the main event of the show. The KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That should be interesting. I would hope that starts at about 11 o'clock, and then that closes the show by 11:15. So that gives them 15 minutes. That gives them maybe about 8 minutes to set everything up, and then have like a little brawl or a match or what have you for 7 minutes. That's how I think we should go off the air. Moving on to night 2. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory will win this. Next, Bobby Lashley versus Omos. And I do think that we will see Gable Stevenson make his debut. I do think that he'll get involved in that match. He'll have some play in there. Moving on. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn in an Anything Goes match. Johnny Knoxville. Then we have RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It's a triple threat match. RK Bro. Then we have Styles versus Edge. This is interesting. Obviously, this is a dream match. I think that I wouldn't be shocked if AJ wins. Because really and truthfully, it's not really about a winner or a loser. It's just the fact that we get this actual amazing dream match. Which I do think that they'll have. I wouldn't be shocked if that co-main events. So that's what I would do for night 2. I would make sure that's like the co-main event to Roman and Lesnar. So let's go on to the main event. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Winner take all for the WWE and Universal Championships. Roman Reigns, obviously. Roman Reigns is not losing that match, period. He's not losing it at all. He's not. I think he's going to hold it until WrestleMania of next year, probably even after that. So it's going to be a while. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe for more videos. I will be doing my Impact review. That'll be out tomorrow. Then I will also be doing my multiverse of matches. That'll be out Saturday sometime. Then I've got NXT Stand and Deliver to do. That'll be out Saturday as well. And then I will do night 1 on Sunday, the review, and then night 2 on Monday. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
To the end.